Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo. Thanks for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. This is a 2v2 siege battle. It is a castle, level 1 castle, and it's going to be very exciting. This siege battle is very, very cinematic. Tons of fire arrows just firing everywhere. It was a lot of fun to play, and I'm playing as Venice. One of my subscribers wanted me to play as Venice, so I went ahead and picked them up. I usually don't play Venice because they're pretty OP, and I feel like they're kind of cheap. But in a siege battle, since you can't really use strads effectively, they're not too OP in a siege. They're still really good. But let's go ahead and check out my ally's army. My ally, his name is WCA_08. He is playing as Portugal, another very powerful faction. So the defenders have a pretty tough force to defend against. And by the way, the two defenders, we have a Timurid force. I'll show them eventually once they pop up. We have a Timurid force commanded by Julian V321, and we have a French force that are helping the Timurids defend this castle. His name is Thompson. So let's go ahead and check out the army comp, starting with my army. I got my artillery piece here. The rules were max 1 artillery, max 2 cav, no guns, no elephants, no gunpowder, or no guns. Or gunpowder is allowed, just for the arty. So yeah, I've got 2 units of dismounted broken lances. They're the ones with the fancy like plumes on there. Some of them have little like plume-like things on their helmets. And then I have 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. Very cool. I have 4 units of the Venetian heavy infantry, these elite soldiers. And I have 4 units of Venetian archers, and I got Venetian archers. They're pretty expensive, but they're very versatile, so I think they're worth their price. Also, the money in this battle was 30k attackers, 25k defenders. And this is kind of funny. I upgraded only 1 unit of Venetian archers, and this is the upgraded unit, armor, that is. But don't these guys look more heavily upgraded? Like, this is the unupgraded, and this is the upgraded. Isn't that kind of bizarre? Like, these guys look more upgraded than these guys. It's like they got it backwards or something. Then I have my standard. I have 2 units of Knights Hospitaller and 1 General's Bodyguard. And you guys are probably thinking, wait, I thought it was max 2 cav. Well, it is. I just stupidly broke my own rules and brought 3 cav. But the good news is that the French player also brought 3 cav. So it evens out. So that's good. I was kind of relieved. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. I'll just use my whole army then. Because before I was like, I'll just shoo one of the horses away. Like, I'll just tell him to go way back here or something and not use them. But since he brought 3, I was like, okay, I'll use them now. But let's go ahead and check out my allies' army. So this is what Portugal did. He split up his force here. He's got this elite force of 4 units of dismounted conquistadors. Now the only problem with this, and as you can tell over here, we've got some enemy cav. He's got these troops unprotected. And heavy infantry, they cannot do well against heavy cav. They can do well once the cav stops charging and they're like fighting melee. But a good player will not leave their cav like that. They'll just keep retreating and charging and just slaughter your heavy infantry. So you got to be careful when you split up your army, because the more you play Medieval 2, the more like opportunity you have playing against experienced players. The more often they'll run their cav out during siege battles. Like 2 units like this, 2 units of Konsgard coming out, and they're going to get some good kills. So let's go ahead and watch a couple charges here. Oh, see, that was a fantastic charge, and that's like a 1/4 of that unit. It's crazy. But he's doing the smart thing, just trying to get his men in combat with the cav. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of his army real quick. He's got 3 units of the Aventuros, the pikeman unit. And he has about 2 units of Ogmavars. It's like a Javi unit. And it looks like he's got them heavily upgraded. So that's a good pickup for a siege. He's got about 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. And I think he has about 4 units of dismounted Portuguese knights. So pretty solid force. He's got his artillery piece and his general's bodyguard. And he's sending this missile cav unit, the Jinties or Yinties, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you get the picture. They're mounted jabs, basically. So he's going to send them over and try to support his heavy infantry here that are getting harassed by 2 units of Kongard, And it looks like France is going to get some fun in here with some Lancers. Lancers, a very expensive cav, but not really worth the price because they don't have shields. And he's got them in the like diamond formation, but that's kind of pointless. That's only good against enemy cav. But that's better for... Oh, I guess he's going to charge into this missile cav. Alright, but that is my ally's army while he's getting harassed. I am going to send I'm sending my cav over. I'm like the opposite side of the castle, so it's going to take forever. So I've got my Knights Hospitaller, sending them quickly as possible to help my ally. So let's start with, there goes the walls. Let's start with the Timurids. The good old Timurids. Let's see here. He's kind of got his whole army in the town center. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of halberd militia. Behind him, he's got the elite Sabodar militia. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 units. 2 units of Nafatoons. That was also another rule. You can only get 2 units of Nafatoons. And then he's got some dismounted heavy archers, which are so badass looking. Look at them. They look like samurai. One of my favorite units in the game. Just based on cosmetic uniform. But, oh, they also have a rocket launcher. Can't wait to see that. He gets some good shots off with that rocket launcher, so be excited for that. So here we go. Alright, finally, I'll show you a little update on what's going on over here, and then I'll list the units for France. But here comes my knights. They finally show up, but if you look here, we have some routing. We have a few troops over here. My men were just late to the party, and I'm not going to do much for my ally, but I tried. I think I could have sent them a little bit quicker, but it looks like my ally did all right here. He still has this Lancer unit I can kill here. There goes more walls. And yeah, he's retreating his Lancers. Oh, actually they broke. Lancers, garbage. And all that's left now are these Consguard. So my ally, he was a very good person, like decent person, very nice. I had a lot of fun playing with you, WCA. He was a little concerned here at the beginning, but you know, honestly, I felt like we're still in good shape. And the reason I felt that way is because this castle, now this is really interesting, and if you want to get better at siege battles, especially for this castle, number one, if you're attacking, go for this wall every time. This wall decides the siege right here. This one right here. And if you're defending and you lose this wall, I would say 90% of the time you're going to lose the siege. And if you're attacking and if you take this wall in a decent amount of time, you will win the siege. So basically, this wall is important, is as important as your town center. Do not give up this wall. You fight for this wall as long as you can, because as soon as the enemy takes it, or the attackers take it, they're going to put their archers up on this wall and just fire down at your town center, and your men will just get slaughtered. So it's absolutely important. Whenever you're playing this castle, remember that. Defend this wall. Now, if the attackers aren't even going this way, oh great. I mean, the other options are here. I mean, you can attack here, like my Portugal ally here. The bad thing about that is that you can defend them at one choke point, 1 or 2 choke points right here. And the gate is nearly impossible to take because of all the towers here. So I honestly think this is the best side to attack on. So let's go ahead and check out the French army, because I keep forgetting about them. He's got 1 artillery piece here. Very nice. He's got his general's bodyguard. He brought a lot of armored sergeants, about 3 or 4 of them, I think. Or maybe just 2. He's got, let's see, the Aventurier. 1, 2, about 2 units. And he's got, I think, about 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. So he's got a very, very solid army. Let's see here. Here's some crossbowmen. More feudal knights. More crossbowmen. Very good army. I think he could probably bring less armored sergeants. So yeah, I mean, armored sergeants, they're pretty good, but I would have gone with... Oh, wait, here comes the rocket launcher. Sorry to interrupt, but look at that. Look at the carnage. He destroys. Look at he already destroyed one cannon. Look at, you see how like, oh, and then he destroys another. He destroyed both my cannon, but that's okay. I got most of what I wanted out of that cannon. I think it had like 25% ammo left, but I was like, you know what? Just move up forward. And because my ally was a little defeated here, like I thought it was really important for him to get these siege towers up to the walls, and since he couldn't do that, I told him to hold back a little bit and wait for my signal to start attacking. So yeah, what I was saying about the armored sergeants before that rocket launcher went off. Oh, there it goes again, but it looks like it's hitting most of the wall. Armored sergeants, they're okay for a siege battle. I honestly wouldn't even get them. I think it's a waste of money because inside the siege, Cav can't really do much. I mean, they can get some good charges here and there. So I think you're just better off with either pikemen or just heavy infantry. And here comes my tower. And this is a great thing about fighting in winter. I'm pretty sure it's really difficult to set these siege equipment on fire. So I was like, oh, this is going to be close. Look at all the fire arrows, though. That is intense.
Our siege towers have reached the walls. Now the butcher's work begins.
And here we go. This part of the wall is unprotected, but that's okay. I was going to use these siege equipment as ladders for my archers to get up on the walls. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at all those fire arrows, and they could not set the sucker on fire. That sucks for them. But there goes my Venetian dismounted feudal knights. And this is kind of funny. When I was firing at this tower, I think right here, a cannonball missed, but hit these armored sergeants right here. So that was pretty sweet. And now I brought my cav inside. I don't know if you noticed, but I rushed them in. Or actually, I didn't show this, but I rushed my cav in. I was going to try to do something sneaky to kill these arty pieces, but he saw it coming, and well done by Thompson to protect the flanks. But here we go. I'm charging in with my heavy Venetian heavy. They're going to be the first ones going through the gap. And I want to silence that rocket launcher before it kills any of my men. So the siege has begun. And there goes more fire from the archers right into my siege tower. Still, they could not set it on fire. What I'm basically going to do here is finish off these dismounted heavy archers. The Timurids, he had some heavy archers right here. You can see that most of them died because my artillery blew up this wall and killed most of them. And now I'm flanking with some Venetian heavy infantry. And France does a smart move here by retreating his dismounted feudal knights. And I charged these guys in, but I didn't mean to. I'm trying to retreat them, but it's way too late now, and now I have to commit them. And they're going to start fighting off the French. But I easily defeat this rocket crew here, rocket launcher crew. So now I can focus the rest of my Venetian heavy infantry in this fight, this choke point here. And look, he set up his Nafatoons. But that's not going to be a problem, because even though his Nafatoons, they're going to have a great angle to my troops, I'm going to put my archers up on the walls and focus down his Nafatoons. So I've got my archers charging forward as I speak right now. Going to get them in position. And my feudals are killing the rest of these heavy archers. And these guys fight to the last. It's kind of ridiculous. But look at this. Look at the floor is glowing. It's like stars are on the street. And this Venetian heavy infantry unit breaks. It breaks. It does not want to deal with those archers. But look at this. This is just madness. So in the front lines, I have my Venetian heavy with their armor-piercing attack. And I've got my dismounted broken lancers. They're going to come in and support my heavy infantry. And this is when I told my ally to start pushing forward and committing his troops, because now is the time. I love the fire arrows. It's so cinematic. I got my standard pushed up towards my men to give them extra morale. It's going to be key here. If my men start breaking, that's not going to be good. So I'm trying to get my archers up here as quickly as possible. He sees what I'm doing. He sees that I'm putting up my archers. But Sure, he can focus his fire on my enemy archers, which is probably a smart thing to do. Or on my archers. I just said my enemy archers. Doesn't make sense. He's focusing his archers on my archers. So yeah, he's focusing his archers on my archers, but he's not going to get a lot of kills because the fire arrows are very inaccurate, and to kill my troops on the walls here, he'll get some shots off here and there, but overall my archers are pretty safe. And I turned off fire arrows. And because I'm gonna focus down these Naphatoons, and I wanted their bows to be as accurate as possible. Because I really need to silence those Naphatoons. I mean, the Venetian heavy infantry already have kind of weak morale, so it's very important that I silence these Naphatoons. Very, very important. And here comes Portugal and France. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on since they look so similar, but he's starting to push. And we're starting to make some breakthrough here, starting to cut through the halberd militia. He's still got a lot of reinforcements though. Look at all the fire arrows. Holy crap. That is just amazing. I gotta get a shot here of these fire arrows. That is just too cool. Look at, okay, so now he's firing down at my horses here. I don't think that's the best unit to go after, but oh man, look at all the fire arrows. That is just crazy. And now the French are committing some troops. Now at this point, this is really sad, but one of the players had to go. Julian had to leave the battle, but we felt like since he hasn't left yet. Never mind, sorry. But he does eventually, and now he's focusing down my standard. He's trying to catch this thing, or he's trying to light it on fire. Man, my commentary has gotten so bad lately. I need to get better here. Anyways, so yeah, he hasn't left yet, but he does eventually, which is kind of tragic, but that's okay. And now I'm pushing forward with my Venetian heavy infantry and my dismounted broken lances. Look at this. Look at all the fire. Oh my god. So cool. I love all the fire arrows. And Portugal is pushing through because France is having to commit some troops over here. And now I think is the point where Julian had to leave. But the good news is that his men will still fight in the town center, so it'll still be... Oh my god! Did you see that? He kills from all the way down in this alleyway. All the way in the alleyway. He fires a cannonball and it hits the enemy general. Kills him. One shot, dead. There he is. There he lies. Dead. My god. Look at that shot. Well played by Portugal using that artillery piece. This is a very smart play here because there's not a lot of buildings protecting these men in the town center. So you got a fair shot right through these alleyways into the enemy. Well done there. Here comes Venice. Here comes me. Pushing through. And still fire arrows galore. All over the place. It's like raining sun. And all that's really holding my army back is the French general, which is down to 1 horse, and this 1 unit of dismounted feudal knights. And Portugal is pushing. He's doing a great job with his javies. Getting a ton of kills with his javies. Oh man. And look at... There we go. There goes the French general. And this castle is such a grind fest at this point. Because there's only 2 entryways. Here comes Portugal pushing through. I told my archers to go into fire mode because I'm just firing at the center of their army here. And I'm just racking up kills. This is what I'm talking about. Just getting a ton of kills. And his archers are not getting many kills at all. I mean, he's got a fire over a building. I have direct shot to the enemy. And now I'm starting to push. I'm pushing towards the town center. And I'm going to fight these Sabador militia. They're going to be a tough unit to crack. But that's okay. I still have a lot of heavy infantry. And if you look at the battle, it is heavily in our favor. We've killed more of them than they killed of us. And I swear, it's because they didn't even fight for this wall right here. If they fought for this wall, it would be a different story. Of course, Julian had to leave. But still, if you're ever playing this and you're defending, fight for this wall. Do it for me. Do it for Apollo. Fight for this wall. And I promise you, you will have victory. And look at this mighty Venetian force. Look at all the fire arrows. Let's get some close-ups on some fighting here.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
They have lost half of their troops. We are that Venetian push. Killing some adventurers here, some crossbows, some dismounted heavy archers. Again, these guys are pretty good at melee. They're actually really good, so it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk. And there's so much going on right now. My frame rate is just dropping. But good news is that I'm saving up for a new graphics card, and there's a new graphics card that came out. You know, honestly, I forgot the name of it, but it's just like ridiculous. It's so good, and it's around only $300, which seems like a lot, but the amount of ability that graphics card has is just ridiculous, and $300 is a steal. So I'm going to try to save up and get that so I could probably do 1080p. I also need to get a new software, a new program to render with, because for some reason, my rendering, my program, I use like Sony Vegas or something, it takes forever to render. So it's very disappointing. So I need a new program. So I might save up for a program or something. I'll figure out something. I just want quicker render speeds so I can upload more videos. I have more time to play instead of rendering and editing, you know. And yeah, look forward to that. Maybe I'll get some 1080p videos in here. Because for some reason, even though I have a decent card, I have the 570 GTX or whatever. So 570 should be able to handle this game 1080p, but it doesn't. I don't know why, and it makes me sad, but hopefully my new graphics card here will do the trick. But yeah, we're just pushing now. This is definitely, we're gonna win this at this point. I can't even pretend that it's gonna be close. Mostly because Julian had to leave, which is tragic, but it happens, you know, we have lives. So no problem, Julian, it's okay. It was still a very epic siege and still upload worthy. I hope you enjoyed this combat, the siege. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. It's been a while. I want to get more siege battles in, so if you have any battle replays of siege battles, please send them in. I would be more than happy to do a commentary on it. And I'm sure you would enjoy watching your siege battles on YouTube, which would be pretty cool. And here comes some broken lances pushing forward. And by the way, I'm really close to 900. And I'm probably going to make a thank you video for it, but this is a little sneak peek to that thank you video. So thank you. I truly appreciate it. And I'm 100 away from 1,000. So I need some good ideas for a 1,000 sub thank you video. So just pop out some ideas. What would be really cool to watch for a 1,000 sub thank you video? A very epic siege, though. I mean, I feel like I've done everything with siege battles that I could. I could do like a 4v4 siege battle. It's just gonna be super laggy. I don't know. I have third age. Would you guys like to see a third age siege or a stainless steel siege? Like maybe a mod? I don't know. Just let me know any ideas, or maybe you guys could ask me questions about my life or who I am, or I could ask, you know, questions, or I could do a video of my gaming room or my computer or blah blah blah, whatever you want. Just put it in, I'll think about it, and hopefully I can create a pretty epic thank you 1,000 video, because you guys deserve it. Thank you so much for all the support. It's been mind-blowing how quickly I've grown. Like, it's absolutely mind-blowing, and I hope my videos are I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Not only are you guys subscribing, but you guys are watching and leaving comments, replying, and it's just been great, very supportive, and I truly appreciate it, guys. It means so much to me. I would have never guessed to reach 1,000 ever. It's just mind-blowing. It really means a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this siege. We're down to 1 Salvador militia, and he's just getting gangbanged right now, and he's dead. And that is the battle. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was really, really cinematic. It wasn't close, but very cinematic. Very fun to play. Enjoyed it. All the players in this match, thank you so much for playing with me. It was a lot of fun. And hopefully, I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me to play with you guys. I know. I'm really sorry that most of the time I say no. It's because I'm busy, either just like recording or busy doing personal stuff or whatever. But I'm really gonna try to play with you guys because you guys are just fun to play with, and I always get great content when I play with you guys. So I got 1,064 kills. I was the first one to go in, so that's why I got more kills than my ally. But my ally did an excellent job, especially with his jabs. Julian getting 500 and Thompson getting 500. They did pretty well together, but it wasn't quite enough. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I'll see you next time.